guys, my name is Nonima Dikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about Judge Ratha. I want us to talk about the entire Senzo Meyiwa case, Just J. Let's just do something about it. Let's just have a conversation, Jay. Nothing serious, but just a conversation. I believe that Mshololo has always been right about one thing when it comes to the Senzo Meyiwa case. Okay, about many things, but this one thing, she's always been right because it's something that she always mentions. Even when she was doing her her arguments, she touched on it that it's a trial by ambush. Trial by ambush inside the Meyiwa case. Mshololo has hammered on this many times. Even Mgomezulu has spoken on this so many times. So let's start. Why am I saying this? First of all, welcome to my podcast, Noni M Podcast. Today we are diving into one of the most high-profile murder trials in South Africa, the Senzo Meyiwa case. Since Judge Ratha Mokgoatlheng took over, this trial has been described by observers as a trial by ambush, a courtroom where the defense and the accused are constantly on the back foot. Over the next perhaps 10 to 20 minutes, we'll be uncover what's really happening behind the courtroom doors, the tensions, the surprises, and the controversy surrounding how justice is or isn't being served. Let's start at the beginning. Senzo Meyiwa, a beloved national treasure or figure, was tragically murdered. Multiple accused have been brought to court and the trial has been ongoing for years. When Judge Ratha Mokgoatlheng took over the proceedings, things changed dramatically. Court observers noted an increase in abrupt rulings, sudden evidence presentation, and courtroom tension that often left the defense struggling to keep up. Many legal experts describe these tactics as a form of trial by ambush, but what does that really mean? We don't really understand. Okay, let's get into that. In legal terms, a trial by ambush occurs when one party, usually the prosecution, introduces evidence or witnesses unexpectedly. We saw that with Zungu, we saw that with drips and drabs of the evidence, leaving the other side with little time to prepare. In a fair trial, both sides should have equal opportunity to access and challenge evidence. In this case, the defense argues that hasn't always been happening most of the time. Let's get into specific. One of the most controversial points involves AVL evidence, vehicle tracking data, which could reveal the exact movements of the vehicle during Muzi Sibiya's arrest. Sibiya has publicly accused the police and prosecution of withholding this critical evidence. He claims that the AVL data will expose the truth, but the records weren't initially provided. In fact, they were initially provided for the Fortuner that Ndanzi's arrest had something to do with. But when it comes to accused number one, nope, no cars, nix, no AVL. This deep feed approach to evidence has put the defense team under enormous pressure. Every sudden disclosure, every last-minute order has created a sense that the trial is being conducted more as high-stakes battle than a fair judicial process. The courtroom isn't just tense because of the missing evidence. It's also tense because the judge himself is something else. Because the judge is something else. Judge Ratha has been shouting at the defense lawyers when the state is cornered, a move that has left observers questioning whether the courtroom is being run impartially. We've seen this. First, it was Mshololo for a very long time. Then it was Mgomezulu for a very long time. Now it is Advocate Mnisi. Defense counsel described these moments as intimidating, adding psychological pressure on the accused and their legal team. Critics argue that such behavior undermines the fairness of the trial. Supporters, however, say the judge is merely trying to maintain order and keep the proceedings moving efficiently. Those are the people that are supporting the nonsense that happens in the courts. But when the very person presiding over the trial becomes a source of tension, it raises questions. Is this a courtroom for justice or for strategy? So what does all this mean for justice in the Meyiwa case? Number one, for the defense, constant surprises and withheld evidence put them at a disadvantage, potentially impacting their ability to mount a proper defense. Number two, for the accused, psychological pressure from a judge losing his temper and sudden rulings may affect their behavior and testimonies in court. Thirdly, for the public, transparency is crucial in high-profile trials. Ambush-style proceedings can erode public trust in the justice system. Those are the things. Experts warn that if the defense can demonstrate procedural unfairness, it could open the door for appeals or legal challenges down the line. Meanwhile, the prosecution continues to push forward and Judge Rota maintains control of the courtroom, leaving everyone watching with bated breath, because that's what he does. He's good at that. The next big question is the AVL records. These documents could reveal the truth about the vehicle movement during the key moments of the investigation. Will they finally be presented in full? And what will they reveal about the events surrounding the Meyiwa murder? This murder case, we need to understand everything in this murder case. But no, there are people that are doing whatever they can to hide the information. There are people who are doing whatever they can to withhold relevant evidence. And that is why we are where we are with the case. You know what? In our next episode, when it comes to this, we'll dive deep into the AVL controversy, uncovering missing evidence and explore how one key witness could flip the case entirely. We will talk about that in our next video. But right now, I just wanted to say to you, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you so much for watching the videos up until the end. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you are not, kindly please subscribe. Thank you so much for sharing. If you don't, please continue. If you are, continue sharing. If you don't, please start sharing the channel. Thank you for liking. Please make sure you keep liking the videos. It helps the channel to grow. Until then, stay tuned, stay alert, and don't forget to subscribe to the Noni M podcast for every shocking twist in this explosive trial of Senzo Meyiwa murder. Okay? Thank you so much. I will see you on our next episode and our next video. Bye-bye.